beginning of the film, and it's you know, very classic in initiation ceremonies that to give a view of the entire life. So, you know, it's an orientation in space and time to really provide some kind of understanding of where we are in the universe. So the beginning of the film, it starts very, very wide, out in the galaxy, you know, actually in the universe, and slowly spiraling into Earth. And, you know, it's with all these beautiful images that we have from the Hubble telescope and all these things. So it's like this spiraling slowly into Earth, into, you know, through the galaxy and into the solar system, and you're in the spinning galaxy, and it's really just sort of this orientation in space and time, like here we are, we're humans on planet Earth, and, you know, so it's like this chorus of ohms, you know, as we're spinning through the universe, and it's like this om, and this, you know, all these beautiful images and stars and galaxies, and as we get closer to Earth, a higher octave of ohms comes in, and it's, you know, like, oh, you know, and there's this, you know, we're coming into our beautiful spinning planet, blue planet, and, you know, so you're kind of getting this idea of being a human on planet Earth, in this gigantic galaxy, and all this kind of stuff. So as we get closer to Earth, you know, you start hearing some heartbeats, and then, you know, we're spiraling into Earth, and there's these concentric circles of humans around a fire, dancing and grooving and drumming, and it's like a picture of humanity. You're slowly spiraling in, and spiraling in, and then you spiral into the fire. And the fire has all these crackling sounds and everything like that, and you go through the fire, and the fire takes you into the womb. And then it's really dark, and then this whole part is really about sound. And it's like the in utero sounds, you know, heartbeats and fluids, and it's dark, you know, kind of this swirling scarlet space inside the womb. So, you know, as we're making this, you know, this whole thing is like the incarnation of the human on planet Earth. So there, you know, there's this in utero scene, and it's all these voices, and it's the classic birth scene, or a transformational process, because birth is a transformational process. So, you know, these voices, and it's like, oh my God, it's happening now. Oh, it's coming. I don't know if I can do this. Yes, you can do it. It's too much. You know, the whole birth thing, you know, that it like grows in intensity. The contractions become stronger. The voices become more intense. Then the critical moment of, they call it transition, when the woman absolutely thinks she can't do it, and it's like, I can't do it, it's too much, and then you know, then that takes you right into the birth, and then so this is all through voice. So it's like all these images, like starting kind of soft, and then amplifying, and then it's you know, the birth comes out, and there's just this moment of like, like orgasmic moment, you know, once the birth happens, and then the visual changes. And it's like seeing through the baby's eyes. And the baby is, you know, at first it's really blurred, and then all of a sudden it focuses in on a pair of eyes, and the eyes look down. And the change, and then it goes into another pair of eyes, and the eyes look down. Then it goes to another pair of eyes, and the eyes look down. And so all these eyes looking down. And then the voices come in, you know, there's a man's voice and there's a woman's voice. Is it a boy or a girl? Is it a girl or boy? Boy or girl? Boy or, you know, so it's this whole setup for masculine, feminine energies, and it's a boy or a girl, and then it's like this kind of celebratory thing. It's like, it's a boy, it's a girl, it's a boy, it's a girl. Yeah, so, and there's this whole celebration, and then there's this, let's see, there's like the song, and it's like, where would the night be without the day? Where would the day be without the night? And there's this whole beautiful song. And then then that's the birth scene, you know, the incarnation on planet Earth of the humans. And then there's this, you know, so the rest of this, the opening of the film is a very intensive presentation of information through image and sound, and mostly through text and song and image. And, you know, it's basic, you know, still with this cosmological theme of, you know, and it's kind of like explaining, you know, like really intensely, like again, even on a different scale, where we are, on planet Earth, what age are we in, what has come before, where we are, what's the basic human life cycle, how many humans are on Earth. Then it gets more into the human life cycle is like from here to here, and the sexual cycle starts here. So, in the end, it's this whole thing for adolescents that it ends up being this whole, like, you are here now. Like, in this age, on this planet, at the beginning of the sexual reproductive cycle, and that's, it's this very intensive, like, boom, you're here. And that's the intro. And the middle part of the film, of course, is the beefiest part of the film. It's really where the action and everything takes place. So, and it all involves taking, this group of initiates, which is young people, 13-year-olds, through a process. And so, the beginning of the middle starts off with introducing some really short little, pictures of the initiates, like someone playing the cello, and then a guy playing basketball, them walking down the street, just really short little, scenes of these young people that are the initiates. And then you do this little thing, and then there's this great scene which sets up the entire action for the whole film. Okay, so it's this classic scene that the parent of every teenager knows. It's like they're adolescent walking out the door like, fuck you, and they're walking out the door. And they open the door, and then there's like right here, it's freeze. You freeze, and there's the adolescent saying, fuck you, and the door's halfway open, and the scene freezes. And then there's like all these voices, and it's like, wait, before you go, there's some things you should know. A woman's voice and a man's voice, and there's a boy going out the door like that in the freezing of the scene, and a girl going out the door like that in the freezing of the scene. So my mission is to educate teenagers and the really important things so that they can navigate adolescence in their early life, in a better way than I did. Something like that. So at the end, they're coming out, and I just love the image. Not only are they coming out in their power, in their strength, and their feeling in their bodies, and confident and secure, and that they have all their skills intact, and they're self-contained. And I love that they're being witnessed and seen by all the elders, and at the same time they're reaching for the young people, and the young people are reaching for them, and that the tradition continues, that the elders initiate the young, and the elders welcome the young and teach the young. And that's it. What can we make? What can we use?